Welcome to Huntsville, Texas, and Elliott T. Bowers Stadium, home to the Bearcats of Sam Houston State, who have built a rich winning legacy and one that they hope follows them to the upper reaches of college football. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on a team from the AAC, the Sam Houston Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bearcats will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So the Georgia Southern Eagles offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
Fullback, the ball carrier. Game of 2. Brings up second down.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. He'll ride his man on the option. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Slips through the line. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So Sam Houston's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. First down here for the offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Unloads quickly, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone.
And he's running in the open. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
And the Bearcats are marching down the field. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Sam Houston.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
2nd and short now after that completion. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. On the option. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here as he signals for the Bearcats and makes it right around the 30-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Now, 4th down.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. At midfield, he's got room. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Looking to scramble. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And come on now, O-line, you got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. The give. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. The Bearcats looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Bearcats! Timely timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Liberty went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab some serious attention. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Flames ever do that? The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Now on the option. Quick toss. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
That's a first down for the offense.
That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll run the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Second down coming up.
Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man out of the backfield. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that up to touchdown.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple of touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Looking to throw, it's Lawrence. Quick strike complete. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Wide out in motion. The give to the tailback. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Now improvising. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt.
Number 14, on to punt it away.
He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field, get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something. And you're right. You'll wear your defense out, continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense, you're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
On the play. 3rd down coming.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. On the option. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Here comes the option. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Brought down at the 45.
Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On the option. Running with power. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage.
It's 3rd down.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He wants to throw it. Coming after it. Finds his tight end. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Tosses it incomplete.
Down towards the receiver is incomplete. It's 3rd down.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. Got his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
No good. Guys, the missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
2nd down coming up. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Scanning the field, it's Lawrence. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. That's caught. It's Davis. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field like it threw.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
At the 35, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 46. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Release to the back. With the catch, it's Davis. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Catch in the middle, it's Dahl. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Huntsville. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to our team at Elliott T. Bowers Stadium.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
He's brought down at the 18-yard line.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the 2nd half. And early in the 3rd quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Running back goes in motion. Goes to the option. Just slips slithered through the tackle and he's got room to run. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
The option look.
Fullback, the ball carrier, picks up 1. Second down.
Now on second down. They'll run the option. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
On the play. Third down coming.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. The play action fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
And that is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw, it's Lawrence. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
The give to the back. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead.
And the Bearcats look to keep this drive humming. Comes out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll ride Davis here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
And sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Back to pass, it's Lawrence. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Give to the fullback. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. So after the first down run, here's second down. He'll ride his man on the option. Tackle is made after the first down.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hit you in the mouth.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. On the option. He'll toss it. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on second down. Now on the option. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Third down coming.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third down, he drops to throw. He makes the connection. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. The Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. The defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And the fullbacks, you know, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. But occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it. But when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to keep it.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The give to the left. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They want to run it left here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number one. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense set for a first down play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Caught in the backfield, it's Dahl. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game?
Check.
The running back has it. At the 40, there he goes. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. He's looking to throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Got it behind the line. It's Dahl. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up 4th.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Bought a little time. Lets it go. This one's complete. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen...
And the quarterback is snowed under. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On second down, he'll let it fly. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
And the Bearcats get enough for the first down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for to-touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.